Now, today, Congleton Radio are at a wonderful shop in Macclesfield. We're with Linda. How are you, Linda?
I'm fine, thank you. Thanks for coming round.
Now, do you want to tell us about this shop? I mean, it's a right emporium. It's got everything in it.
Well, a lot of things in here are handmade because we wanted to provide something a little bit different, something that can be customised, things you might not have seen before, something to give the customer a nice experience. You know, we make it smell nice, we put fairy lights and make an ambience that's...
Well, that's right. It's all crafted with love, this is, isn't it? You can tell.
Yes. Not everything is handmade, obviously, but if we do buy things, we try and buy things that are a little bit different and, you know, cosy. The name of the shop is Cosy Wren.
That's a brilliant name.
That's intentional, to make people feel at home.
And how long have you been here? Because you're in the Macclesfield Grosvenor Centre, aren't you?
Indeed. I've been here for about 2.5 years now. It's a pretty quiet part of the town, but it's amazing how many people come and say, oh, I've told my sister, I've told my mum, and you get returning customers. I truly believe if you provide a nice shop, people will come to it. It's no good just, you know, chucking everything out, you know, and either having everything cheap as anything and thinking, oh, that's it, I've done it. You have to put work into it and love into it and make it the sort of shop that you want to go to yourself.
It's just looking round today and I can see this is a real shopping experience. And you don't get that much nowadays, do you?
No, that's true. And I think the fact that we have different makers that change their products all the time, we change the look of the shop all the time, seasonal, and create little areas, little seating bits, you know, people can just sit and I don't mind at all if people take all day browsing because they might not buy something today, but they will come back and buy something another day.
Now, when you've touched on seasonal, we're coming up to Halloween when this is being recorded, and you've got your Halloween stuff out.
Yes.
And I should imagine when it's Christmas and it goes along that, you know.
Well, in retail, it's annoying for customers, but you've probably already noticed this. In retail, you're advised to put out your winter stuff immediately after the August bank holiday. But I sort of sneak it out carefully and gently because it's not what people want to see, really. No one wants to come out in the middle of September and see a Christmas tree. They're not quite ready, you know, but end of September, you know, a few orangey, pumpkiny, you know, autumnal type displays, they fit in just right.
And this is a real project of love with you, but you've done a few other jobs, haven't you? You've not just done this.
In the past, yes, I've done everything from factory work to being a chemistry teacher. I've done a lot of clerical jobs. And then I started to do this. I made some cushion covers for myself. I was a big fan of Laura Ashley, and I had some silk cushion covers that disintegrated. I thought, well, the insides were always very good, so I'll recover them myself. And other people said, can you make me some? Can you make me some? So then I got my first market stall in Sandbach. I was terrified and just laid it all out really neatly and didn't dare speak to anybody. And it went from there. And then I joined the circle of Artisan markets, which is a whole different ball game than sort of going to a regular market. As good as they are, I do like to see them. But your artisan markets are people like me that, you know, they can't necessarily jump straight into having their own full-on shop business, but they might have a small amount of stuff that every month they can make enough and of different nice things for people.
What would you say is the best thing about having a place like this? What do you get a buzz out of most of all?
Well, it's a chance for me to play and pretend it's my house and set a little scene, you know, and every day I can redecorate something, you know, and put something in a different place. I can set things out. It's like having a great big giant doll's house.
You know, the love that you have for it, it shines through.
Yeah, the very first day I opened, at the Tuesday, I was driving in. I thought, do you know, I cannot believe it. My number one job of all time would be to have my own homeware shop. and I've got it, and I'm driving to it, and Dolly Parton's 95 was on the radio, and I just thought my life doesn't get any better than this. I was delighted.
That's it. If you can achieve something and do something that you love, you've won, I always think.
Yes, yeah, so it's not like work at all. I'd come every day, but obviously I do other things at home. And
Now, opening hours, when can people come to the shop?
We are open Tuesdays until Saturdays, 9:30 until 4:30. But once a month in Macclesfield, there's an artisan market called the Treacle Market, and it's amazing, vintage, handmade, all kinds of wonderful food. And so we're open on that Sunday as well, from 10 until 3, because the whole town benefits when that event happens, and we do too, and take advantage of that.
That's it. It's bringing footfall into the town.
Yes.
And sometimes people don't realise that these type of shops exist.
Yes, that's right. And because it is very quiet here, social media plays a big part in it, and sometimes it's easy to just sit back and wait for people to come to you, but you do have to put things out there a little bit and try and find what it is
Now,
people are looking at.
You've touched on social media. You must have a Facebook page, you have an Instagram page, you have a web page, something.
I do. I favour Instagram more than Facebook. I do have both, but my Instagram page is at Cosy_Wren. So that would be great if everybody would like to have a little look on there. I can put. It's very easy to put a little snapshot of what you're doing that day. Because I might only make 6 cushions, for example, and make a little display that everything pink or green or whatever, and that might be gone within a week. So it's no good putting that onto a website or something more permanent. So
people need to come every week to see something different.
At least.
Yeah.
At least.
And buy. That's it. They need to buy. They need to support wonderful shops like this. Because it's no use moaning when they're gone. So come on down to
Cosy Wren.
Thanks for talking to Congleton Radio.